viewers, this is Mughal speaking from Fukuoka, Japan. I'm this looking. This is my gallery. Always, I'm talking from some studios, some interviews from different places. But today, I'm talking from Japan. It's my studio gallery in Fukuoka. So today's topic is, that why the American President Donald Trump is going to meet the Army Chief of Pakistan, General Asim Munir, Field Marshal. And he especially invited him to the America and giving a special power lunch. You can say the powerful lunch. Mostly we are doing the business power lunch in Japan many times. So I have been inviting many friends to be here. But this time, it's very important, that why, this meeting is important, So I'm going to speak about, something because I belong to Pakistan. Actually, I'm living in Japan more than 40 years. And actually, I'm educated from both sides. When I was until 21, I was adopted in Pakistan, and after then I came to Japan. I graduated from the Japanese university. Japanese. My children are Japanese. My wife is Japanese. So, one thing first of all, I want to make it clear that my heart is Pakistani, but my mind is peaceful Japanese. So that's why you have to understand that I'm not talking in the way how to looking from the Pakistan way, but I'm looking from the Japanese way. This issue that war and peace. Always I'm talking about may peace prevail in world every time so because I belong to one organization in Japan. We have a peace organization. They call it may peace prevail in world. So they have a peace movement, and every year more than 5,000 to 10,000 people get together around under the umbrella of Fuji Mountain and praying together from the different faith. Like Muslim, I am going to make azan, from Jewish, from Christianity, from Hindu, from Sikh. So different faith peoples are going to pray there and just praying for may peace prevail in world. So now this we always have been praying more than 20 years, but still the peace is not prevailing in the world. Why peace is not prevailing in the world? Because this is the war. So war is is they have a history. So if we look at the history, all history is full with the war. There is no history, there is no war. So this time is very sensitive war, especially because these two nuclear power. You can say this is first of all I can talk about my country, like Pakistan is a nuclear power, India has a nuclear power. They have been fighting to each other, but within 2 days, they make a ceasefire. How it be happen? How it can be happen? Because because of the American President Donald Trump make efforts and bring them, hey guys, just cool down. India, you cool down. Pakistan, cool down. And somehow both are, they have some business friendship with America. That's why they have their own, national interest. That's why it's very easy to control or maybe negotiate that. But this time, from Israel and Iran, this is a very, complicated matter because it's difficult to understand why it's happening there. So first of all, we have to, understand this is not a political conflict. It's a religious conflict. First of all, it's a very important thing to understand about what is a religious conflict. The Judaism and Islam, and not only ordinary Islam. They call it, very, special, strong faith of Shia faith. They call it very strong faith, and the country is based on the, Islamic Republic of Iran. So this is very, sometime people trying to ask me that, Mr. Mughal, what is the definition about, this extremism or terrorism or Islamic Republic? I said, no, this is, every country has their own thoughts, especially Pakistan is also Islamic Republic of Pakistan, but their political thoughts is different. Iran has a political thought is different, but somehow, these two countries are, very complicated, especially like Iran and Israel. Now they are fighting for each other. And what's happened in this timing, is a very special timing that American president inviting our general chief, Army Chief General Field Marshal Asim Munir sir. First of all, I can tell you about my generals that who is he. One thing is that I feel very honored that the Field Marshal General Asim Munir's father is my teacher. I'm telling you, yeah, this is the first time I'm going to talk about because people are asking me, Mr. Mughal, why you don't speak about clearly who you are and why you're talking about the Pakistan Army always as a effort and in the favor of Pakistan Army. I'm going to tell you, I was graduated, in 1978 from Pakistan High School. Is a very famous, we call it FG, Federal Government Technical High School, Tharkabad Lal Khurti. I was a student there. And on that time, our principal was his father, Server Munir. Sayyid Sarwar Mandir Shah Sahab. He's also Sayyid, and he was my principal. He was teaching every time I was making salute to him, and he gave us very good education. So that's why I can talk about you that our General Asim Munir is very well educated. I know him personally when he was young in the student time, but finally I didn't know that God bless him with his power that he became an army chief of the Pakistan. Superpower, you can say the superpower is we don't say that a superpower is a nuclear power. Superpower is the God's power actually, but somehow with the blessing of God, that General Asim Munir is now he's a army chief and field marshal of the Pakistan, and he's specially invited to the Donald Trump, the president of America, and it's really he feel that I feel honored to meet the General Asim Munir, and he welcome very warmly welcome. But somehow that the press was not allowed to be there. But somehow, I have my, lot of American friends, like my media friends. They are living in Washington D.C. or New York, and I was talking with them, and I was just asking that, please give me your own observation. How do you feel about this, meeting about General Asim Munir and President Trump? So they said that there was not allowed the media to be go and cover this meeting because this is very sensitive meeting. What my observation of my American journalist friend observation, they said that maybe this time maybe Pakistan is going to be a very important role with in this conflict with Israel and Iran, because Iran is very friendly with Pakistan, and Pakistan know very well about Iran how to deal. So Donald Trump's, President Trump want to make a successful deal. So that's why I think they have been talking seriously about, can you make, I made a deal with you about you, India, Pakistan, and I solved the problem. Now is your turn. Please make a deal with Iran and bring him to Washington, D.C. I want to be warmly welcome to Iran people and to talk with, make a deal. So this, I think, Donald Trump is a President Trump is a very great person. I respect him very well because he knows how to deal. So war is not solution actually. War is always trouble, and if war will be happen in this area, Iran is our, what can say is a neighbor country, and a lot of influence will be go to the Iran, to Pakistan, and Pakistan to Afghanistan, and we have been suffering, long times ago because when there was war between Afghanistan and America, a lot of the Afghan refugees, more than 3 million, 4 million are coming to Pakistan, and this time again maybe already the Iranian people are now coming to crossing the border and coming to Pakistan. This is a very difficult situation for Pakistan, how to host them. It's not easy job to host 4 million, 5 million people to be as refugees. So this war will be very dangerous if will be happen. So my request to all from Israel side, from American side, please don't make a war. Try, let's make a peace. And how to make a peace is not an easy war, easy way, or maybe sometime this is that just make a ceasefire. Ceasefire is not a solution. We need we need a result. The perfect solution is the only peace. How to bring a peace. So one thing I request to my American friends that they are organization. They call it IRF, Interreligious Freedom organization in America. And last year they was in Japan, and I was talking with the former CIA director Mike Pompeo was here. I was directly talking with them. A lot of politician was there from America and journalists, and we have debate with them. I think IRF can make a big role this time because it's a religious issue, it's a political issue also, but somehow to understand why this Iran and Israel is become enemy of each other. So our purpose is to make a peace and love. We are peace loving people, and especially Japan is a victim country. You can see the Hiroshima, Nagasaki, they have a very painful, and maybe today also our emperor is going to be praying in the Hiroshima, and I was watching his news. It's very, very painful, that he's praying to the people, those who have been suffering and passed away. So war is not a solution, especially is a nuclear war. It's the whole humanity will be suffer about this. So this is very important. I think that Iran also have to make a better understanding with Pakistan, and he has to understand, and he has to talk with Pakistan. And I think that as soon as our General Asim Munir is coming back to Pakistan, I think they will take action to go and negotiate with Iran to please come on the table. Let's make a deal. We will negotiate with you. We can facilitate you. And Pakistan has a big facilitator. Maybe in the past history, on that time also maybe you remember that Washington D.C. and Beijing, there was no diplomatic relation. And who made this diplomatic relation? the Pakistan. Pakistan was facilitating that, please come and make a diplomatic relation, come on the table. So everything should be, we are the educated people, and then the very educated, very sharp-minded leaders have to sit down. And I think this time the world is looking for some, leader who is spiritually and mentally and physically make a right decision per person. And I feel our General Asim Munir he's a very spiritual man. I'm telling you, he's very spiritually well educated and very well prepared about how to decide how to make a proper right decision. And Donald Trump, I think he invited him to make a how to be counseling about this, how to stop the war, please give. So this was, I think, is a long time, more than 2 hours. My journalist friend said that they have been talking more than 2 hours. So it means there is some very special issue. Maybe our journal was making presentation there, the how to stop this war, and in future what is the roadmap, how to deal with Israel, how to deal with India, how to deal with Afghanistan. So this is the big issue. So my request is from Japan. I'm telling you, I'm also a peace lover person. Only I think they have this religious issue, and religious is the hateness, how to remove this hate and bring the love, because love can maybe solve everything. So there is a love and peace every time. But in war there is no peace and no love. They always in everything's fair in love. In war, no, everything is not fair. But war is should be stopped now. Already we have been two world wars. First World War, Second World War has been experienced by the whole humanity. Because I want to say to all leaders, the political leaders, religious leaders, let's please come and pray for the world peace, and try to make a pray for these leaders, those who are the president, the prime minister of the distant country, so they cannot make a mishandling or misdecision for this World War III. So World War III will be very dangerous if it will be started. It's already started there, because the Ukraine and Russia is fighting. You can see this Israel and Palestine is fighting. India, Pakistan was fighting, but fortunately, but somehow, we are thankful to the America or Donald Trump that he involved, and he make stop the war. And this stop, not ceasefire, but have to make a perfect solution is only peace. So how to peace, victory of the peace. So how to make a victory of peace? I think have to table talk, sit down on the table and talk. What is the problem? So this is my message from Japan. I hope you like this, and maybe I'm going to maybe presentation with my own presentation next time. The why this war is happening nowadays. Why is the timing? Because maybe Jewish is waiting for Messiah. Maybe it's coming to there. Christianity is also waiting for Messiah, and Muslims are waiting for Mahdi. This is really, I'm telling you, this is the very, very sensitive issue. But I have to talk. I have been in Israel. I have been making a documentary. I went to there and I try to find out what is the solution. So maybe in my next video, I'll try to explain what is the solution, how to stop this war. Thank you very much. Humayun, Mughal, Japan.